This is Noah.
This is John.
From Cranial Engorgement, and you are listening to the Phantasm Podcast.
Corey Gorechrist here with Dr. Vincent West. We are here with John and Noah of Cranial Engorgement. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good, man.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, morning from your side. And then we'll talk a little bit about how you guys started out. I believe it was 07 when you guys formed.
Yeah. We started back in 07. It was just it was with our buddy Raphael. Back in middle school,
wow.
we were just like little kids, but I was just doing vocals, and John over here was of course drumming, and we had our buddy Raphael playing guitar. But later on, our friend Raphael decided not to continue. Like he had other things he had to do, so. Back in high school, it was just me and John as a two-piece going like that.
Wow. Like the white stripes of brutal death metal.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's awesome.
I just didn't have long hair.
Right. So this is back in middle school, you guys were jamming and stuff. What were some of the bands you guys were really into in middle school?
Well, we're into, of course, Dying Fetus, Cerebral Bore. We're into Deicide. I mean, you name it, man. The whole list just keeps going on. Even to new metal and old school, like rock and roll and stuff. But,
of course, yeah.
Yeah, so we were just really influenced with all that, and and Noah actually has some stuff to add on to that. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, because in middle school, surprisingly, we were already like kind of deep into like listening to death metal. Like back in fourth grade, I was already listening to Cannibal Corpse, and that was the first band. Yeah, that was like the first band I got introduced to by my older brother.
Right.
Like I remember, like first day of school, like the teacher like paired me and Jonathan up in like this like group activity, and where it was like we were doing like a Venn diagram of like things that we have interest in, and we just had interest in like pretty much the same stuff.
The first band was Metallica.
Yeah,
he put Ozzy. It's kind of like a boyfriend girlfriend thing.
I remember I was in
like from there on we just became like the cutest couple in school.
went to prom. You did the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Junior prom. Yeah, I remember in middle school, it was about fifth grade. I went to it was like an English project where you had to like break down a song's lyrics and describe like the how it's poetic and the meaning and stuff. And I did This Graveyard Earth by 6 Feet Under, and it was pretty funny. So everybody wanted to walk out of the room. I could tell because like this kid's weird, but I had a good time with it. I thought it was funny. So
I thought you were pretty cool.
Yeah, there was no metal kids up there in upstate New York. There was me and another friend of mine, and that was about it. So kind of just had to fend for yourself.
Yeah.
And
Over here we have an okay metal scene like over here in Pomona. Like we're Pomona's like located in like Los Angeles County, in California. But
awesome.
We have a metal scene here. Not as big as it used to be.
Sure.
Mainly like punk and like the like the straight edge hardcore.
Right.
But we still have a scene going on here. So surprisingly, like back in school when we would talk about a band, like some people would know what you were talking about.
Right. Now, do you have some original? You have some band names that you were suggesting before Cranial Engorgement? How'd you come up with that?
Oh man.
Okay. So we like back in like middle school, like we of course we would come up with like cheesy names like I think our first name, and man, this is kind of embarrassing, but I think like because we didn't quite know what we wanted to do yet, in like back in middle school, like we
Right.
were experimenting with like different sounds and stuff. So like, well, one of the names was like The Unknown, stuff like
Right.
like little cheesy stuff like
Sure.
that.
And then the other one was like Hell's Corpse.
Yeah, Hell's Corpse, and
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Lord of Demons, like just stuff like that.
And
like
your
cheesy
amputation.
names. Well, and then like later on in high school, like we came up with the name Endo Amputation, but some
I like
people
that one.
kept thinking we were talking about weed because the endo part. But
Oh,
we
wow.
weren't.
Do you amputate
So-
using marijuana? No, it just sounds brutal. It's not weed.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we also, our buddy Raphael that left the band.
Sure.
He actually created the name Cranial Engorgement.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, he made that name up, so we kind of ran with it, and we just made our own, So
Yeah, we dig it. And one I really like, a band name I want to see happen if me and the doctor here don't do it ourselves just for the hell of it, but we told Gorgasm this too. They thought it was pretty funny. Is Digested Anus. I want to see that somewhere. I think it'd be funny.
It'd be like it sounds like a parody band of like Digested Flesh.
Yeah, or something like that, Just come up with stupid song names and just have fun with it. Try to make some brutal shit. And then we will we'll get into, you talk about coming out with your first demo. And we'll talk about that one. There's some good shit on there. Checked it out. Really, really jig it. So, yeah, talk a little bit about recording that.
Oh man, we recorded that over there in Los Angeles, Inglewood, California, with what's his name, man?
Chris from Apoplexy and the Morgue Studio.
That's
Morgue Studios.
Prelude to Horror
recorded
demo,
that,
of course. Yeah.
We not even like we weren't even on time. We didn't even like do like metronome things, or we just kind of went in and just balls out, just recorded the whole. I guess we did the whole album actually, but then we went to and then Carlos from Gore House. He said, "You know what? Let's release an EP with a couple tracks since you guys are starting to do the actual album for Gorific Assistance."
Right.
And we're like, "You know what? That sounds like a great idea, just to get people kind of, I guess, pumped up." And to me, I thought the quality sounds like shit, but it is raw. It is even. People like that shit, so I was like, hey, it sounds more of a grind sound, I guess. And even though we're not on a metronome or anything, I guess it's cool, But
Yeah.
it was fun, And so it was kind of a half-assed thing, I would say. We only pay like $400, So I guess
It's not bad.
No.
Yeah, not bad. $400, huh? So
I think usually producers usually, even local stuff, will charge like $250 a song or something. You got, a 4-song EP out of it. That's not bad for $400 at all. So,
What did you guys come up with the artwork for Prelude to Horror?
what was your question?
Oh, the artwork for Prelude to Horror.
Oh yeah, we had a guy. Man, I keep forgetting these guys' names. Do you know their names?
Blood Boy, I believe. Blood
Blood Boy.
Art.
okay.
Yeah, he did that art piece. I just, on Facebook, I was just kind of like scrolling around. I saw it, and I was like, hey, that's cool. And I paid like some cash for it, and
Sure.
we kind of just went. We're like, hey, that looks badass. That kind of suits us. I was kind of going for like a 6 feet under kind of feel. That was
Yeah.
just me, my personal thought, and it worked out just fine. It kind of didn't even sound like this. It just looked right,
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely.
Hell yeah! So it was really fun.
That's cool. Did you all do? When did you start doing shows with like bigger death metal bands?
Man, I know. I think our first show, our first show ever that we started playing was April of 2014. It was the it was at the Smoke and Metal Fest. It was I think it was ran by Arrogant Behavior Productions. The bands that were playing was the headliners was like Necro Goblicon and Disgorge. But
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Later on, Disgorge they had to drop. So then it was just Necro Goblicon headlining. So that was a good show. Playing that,
pretty crazy.
Me and John as a 2-piece, and people really enjoyed it. And but I think our first big with a big headliner we've played was I believe back in 2015 in January. It was with Incantation.
Nice.
Incantation played at the airliner in Los Angeles, and we got on that show. And there's some footage from that. We have that's when we had our one bass player Nathan. He you can see footage on YouTube from that show. Like, we're playing at the second stage downstairs, and
Awesome.
Cool.
and the whole place was like packed. Like, you can like barely walk there. Like, during our set, like the crowd was like going like towards the door because of how like kind of cramped like the area was. But it was a huge crowd, and
Awesome.
and surprisingly we had a pit going on. Like, even though there was like such a small area.
Right.
And what was so funny about that footage too is that when you watch it, you can see Tyler, our bass player now, like watching us. Like, and it was funny because after that show, that's when we posted up on Facebook that we're looking for a new bass player, and he hit us up and told us that he saw us at the Incantation show.
It's like a Twilight Zone.
That was pretty funny.
Because he can, like, watch himself watch you guys before he's in the
Yeah.
band. It's kind of crazy, huh? That's awesome.
So, I was watching, I can't remember what song it was, but you all were, it looked like you were opening for Defeated Sanity.
Oh yeah, which video was that?
I could not tell you that. I have no idea. I just noticed the backdrop when I was pretty hammered when I was going through YouTube, but
I think it was something fairly recently. No, it's from
no, I don't think, was that it?
Disposal of the World Tour is what
Yeah,
they were on.
The one with the backdrop, you were probably looking at the show in Belgium.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's really cool,
Schweinfurt.
man.
Yeah, Schweinfurt.
Oh, Schweinfurt? Okay, yeah, that was the last show.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, we did a pretty badass full-on tour with Defeated Sanity and Putrid Pile. That was really fun.
Hey, Putrid Pile's awesome.
Yeah, we love both those bands.
And Defeated came on here, Lily and Josh. They
Yeah, we
were
had them
really
on
awesome.
last year.
Oh, great guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
We had a blast with those guys. Like, those guys are really cool. Like, we like really miss them right now. that tour was just a blast, and like getting to know each other. Because what's so funny is I've been a fan of Defeated Sanity since like high school, and
Right.
And I remember I have 3 tour shirts from them. One is when I first saw them. They played on the part 1 of the Deformity tour here in the U.S. They played at this bar in Carson.
Awesome.
And then the next one, next tour shirt, it was part 2 of the Deformity tour, and they have like that's when we played with them on this on that show in Santa Ana at this place called Malone's. Like, we actually got to play with them. And then now the next tour shirt I have is the Europe tour I did with them. So it's like
Badass.
Yeah, that's cool.
You got the trilogy going.
It's kind of like I'm leveling up here.
Yeah.
Getting your scars and your badges. Yeah.
Well, now we'll talk about, guys, I want to tell you my pick of, and I think I told you this when we were chatting on Facebook, but your new album, Horrific Existence, was my pick for February of Album of the Month.
Which is
for our
out now. Came out
podcast.
February 10th, I believe, on Gore House. Which
Yeah.
got a pretty lengthy roster as well. It's pretty stacked. I think they used to have Vulvectomy on there as their alumni and bands like that. So,
Yeah. I was looking at some of their alumni, and I remember Vulvectomy being one of them.
yeah, they're awesome. There's a few other ones I can't think of to save my life right now, but you talk about getting on Gore House and then Horrific Existence.
Yeah, so with Gore House, it was actually like something we talked to Carlos about. Carlos from Gore House, we talked to him for a while, like because we were gonna get on with Gore House like a while back,
Right.
but we were kind of waiting a bit, trying to like get some music recorded before we did anything, and because he would go to our shows and stuff, and he would check us out and everything, and I believe like right after we played with right after or right before we played with Possessed at the Whiskey.
Oh, awesome.
That's when we like made it. Wait, no, I'm sorry. After the show we played with Origin. We played one of the dates for the Devastation on the Nation tour
Awesome.
Right down the street from my house it happened. And
that was a sick lineup, too, that tour.
Oh, yeah. It's like Origin, Aeon, Ingested, Alter Beast.
Yep.
A bunch of bands, like Surreption. And after that, like, that's when we talked to Carlos and we just made it official, you know, and
right.
We've been working with them since then. And, yeah, we released our EP last year, the beginning of toward like the summer of last year. We released it at Las Vegas Death Fest. And
awesome.
Then, right after that, we just started working on nothing but horrific existence stuff. Like we were in the studio like before Las Vegas Death Fest. We were in the studio working on that, and we were recording it at Knoll Sound Studio in Glendora, California.
And then after that, we went to Trench Studios with John Haddad, and we made reservations with Tim to do the whole mix and mastering part.
Awesome.
And
he worked on Exhumed records.
There's a lot of things we were kind of thinking about too during the studio, so we had to change some stuff around, and actually it was for the good.
Right.
And it just came out really awesome. The bass tone, I mean, you can clearly hear it in the album. There's a lot of albums you can't hear the bass, but for this one, you know, we're kind of going for that cannibal kind of feel, you know.
Yeah, it makes it very, you know, like a pivotal part of the music where it, you know, it makes it sound a lot meatier, and you know, it's also adds a lot more character to the songs, and it's more part of the song than just being, you know, the bass itself. It's actually brings out a lot more of the style of your band. It sounds really awesome.
Absolutely. And you know, the songs that we write, you know, that we were doing for Horrific Existence, a lot of them were a big challenge to personally me and Noah. We were writing songs that were just, you know, way off, you know, like I mean, we're just trying to be more technical and more like aggressive, and we actually, like, you know, we're like, hey, these songs are like, you know, getting a little tough for us. We got to really step up our game, and it was even hard to record them, dude. You know, we had to do so many takes, but anyways, we hammered them down, and it was just awesome. Just a great time we had, and that's basically about it for Horrific, you know.
Right. Yeah. It sounds great, and I know John did a great job with that. What was it like working with him? You know, he's done the last two Exhumed records, sound really great.
You know, John, man, he's just real smooth, dude. Let me tell you. If anybody ever wants to go to you know, Trent Studios, John Haddad, you know, he'll really work with you. He'll really have a great time, and you know, make things happen for you really fast and stuff. So
sure,
it's really awesome.
Well, that's
and
great.
you know, he actually, you know, and I mean, for the deals, you know, I mean, it's really great. It's not like this. It's not this big, like, oh, you know, $10,000 for your record and stuff. I mean, dude, this guy, he's really like badass, and he'll work with you if anything. So yeah,
awesome. He's a really cool studio, like, and you can tell, like, this guy has like puts like everything he has into like recording music, and not only that, he also like makes drums too. Like he has his brand Cherry Hill drums, and they sound really great.
Wow, that's
awesome. That's cool. You guys want to talk about?
I actually used for the album, actually. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. The artwork's really sick for it too. I love the artwork for the new album.
And it's Parr, man. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, Parr Lofison. Yeah, that guy knows what to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're both huge fans of his work. He's done a lot of good shit, you know, especially the pathology stuff he does is probably one of our favorites. And the lyric video for you guys for which is the song you guys did with John Gallagher. I'm trying to remember the fucking name of it. Molded by Cruelty. That video is just so fucking cool because it really makes the artwork, you know, 3D, and you can see all of it, and that's pretty awesome. So who did the actual lyric video?
The lyric video, it was Scott Rudd. He did the lyric video. I just told him, hey man, we need a lyric video, and bam.
He's like a friend of yours?
Well, you know, he does a lot of business with a lot of major bands, so I just got in contact with him. Vivaldia actually told me about Scott Rudd, so awesome. I just shoot the thrill, and I just messaged him away and said, hey man, we need a lyric video because we have a special guest on this specific track. So it just went down real smooth and nicely, and really surprised all of us.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, did you guys play Las Vegas Death Fest last year?
Yeah, we were there.
We're actually thinking about going this year because I'm such a huge Mortician fan. That's literally the selling point for me to go. But we were initially wanted to go because I'm friends with Matty Way, and we were going to go see Pathology. But since that shit the bed, so
yeah, they ended up dropping, and now they got Angel Corpse on the bill, which is still really awesome. It's Vader headlines, then Mortician, then Angel Corpse the next night. So, how was your experience overall at Vegas Death Fest last year?
Las Vegas Death Fest is really cool. Like, it was our, first time my first time in Vegas, and
awesome.
I think Tyler's first time in Vegas, and it was just a blast. We got our hotel. We stayed all 3 days, and we met really cool people. Like we were talking with that was like the first time we met Sean from Future Pile. Like we're talking to him,
awesome.
And talking about the tour and everything that we just did with them, and we're hanging out with Mike Majewski, ex Devourment. Like he was there.
Yeah.
He does vocals for Kill Everything, and yeah, man, it was just a blast, and people really dug our stuff, and yeah, like I thought, Las Vegas Death Fest was a pretty cool experience. Like I think Tyler and I are planning on going this year, just watch the bands and stuff and hang out.
Awesome.
we may see you there. I'm not really sure if we're going to go or not yet. We're kind of on the fence about it. I mean, for us to go all that way from Florida just to see Morticians, kind of, I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I've never seen Mortician before, so that
I saw him a bunch back in the day. I'm a older fan, but I saw. God, I'm trying to think of the first time I saw them. It would had to have been
like late in the cemetery, wouldn't it? Or
no, well, I think that's the first time I saw him was either 97 or 98. So
okay,
but yeah, that was the selling point for me. We were actually interviewing Matty Way on here, and he was like, "Yeah, Mortician's gonna be there." I was like, "Do what?" And it's fun. Like, you can listen if you listen to any other interview we did. Like we did when we just interviewed Immolation. All I wanted to talk to them about was Ross mentioned that him and Will used to go see horror movies together. It's like, yeah, just talk about that like the whole time. I love Mortician. They're like, I don't know, I just love them. But anyway, but somebody we've never had the pleasure, because if I ever get Ross on here, then I can die. I'll be good. But or Will. But anyway, yeah. So that sounds like that was a good experience. I don't know. It's one of those that we would have to drive from Florida to there because we don't have the funds. I've got a friend that won't get on a plane, so it's a long fucking drive.
Oh yeah.
I've been there a bunch. I used to fly out there, but yeah. But so that sounds like that was a cool festival. So what do you guys have plans for the rest of the year? You guys got some shows, or are you doing some tours, or?
Well, we got we got big plans going on, but we're not going to announce anything, But let's just say it's going to be awesome when it comes out.
Cool, man. Well, that's good. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on.
Stay active.
Yeah, we're doing a lot. We're doing everything under the table, and whatever.
That's the way it should be. Just keep the hype train going.
Nothing doubts right now, but soon it will.
Cool.
Awesome.
This is Noah.
This is John
from Cranial Engorgement, and you are listening to the Phantasm Podcast.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to come back on sometime, let me know. And I appreciate you doing this. And no, I've been the one talking to you the whole time. I appreciate you, man. This is very nice. I appreciate you guys coming on. And your album was Album of the Month for February, so we appreciate you doing this. And when I get it up, I'll let you know.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. It's kind of, it's like 10 o'clock over here, but
right.
I don't mind getting up to do this.
We really appreciate it, man. I was happy to have you on. Like I said, I really think you guys are cool, and
the record's fucking killer.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to more from you guys, and hopefully seeing you guys around. Catch you at a show maybe in Vegas. We'll stay in touch. Keep you guys.
Yeah, if you guys are going to be out there, we'll grab a beer or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And like I said, like Noah said, we just really appreciate the opportunity, you know, and we're just gonna let's all stay active, you know, and we'll perhaps see each other soon, you know, and
hopefully we play Florida.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be cool. Let us know.
All right.
Oh yeah, we will. We'll definitely let you know.
All right,
Cool, man. You guys take care. We appreciate it.
You too, guys. You too. Have a good day.
Okay,
Cheers,
take care.
guys.
All right, cheers.